Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled Women Bring Nothing to the Table But Want Rich Men. Let's get right into it.
Men love being like, what do you bring to the table other than coochie? Baby, I wasn't even bringing that. You can go ahead and take that off the table, baby. You get nothing from me. Bye-bye. Men love being like,
This may sound cute to women, and I know a lot of women like to show, oh yeah, I ain't doing nothing for a man, I ain't doing nothing for a man. But guess what? Then a man ain't gonna do nothing for you. It's very simple. You offer nothing to a man, you have no value to a man. Okay, you think you're cute, you make a little videos to get attention from women. That's exactly what you're gonna get. Attention from women and discarded by men. But hey, it's up to you. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
When women say that they have a strict program, and then I see them in the comments of any man that is vaguely attractive doing literally anything, posting memes of cartoon characters opening their butthole, it doesn't give strict. It gives I'm overly going. It gives anyone can get into this program. That's what it gives. Like, let's maintain those standards for ourselves as well. When women say
It's funny, a couple things she said that I thought was interesting. One, I've never seen this before. I guess I need to be on TikTok. I want to see women using cartoon characters open up their butthole. That'd be interesting. That'd be pretty flattering to me. But on top of that, she talked about how, oh yeah, anyone can get into your program. And this is the problem. This is the thinking here that a man's supposed to get into your program. Let me explain something to you, women. You're not hiring us. Okay, I understand that y'all want us to interview for you, audition for you, but you're not hiring us. We got this all messed up. Women, we are hiring you. Therefore, you need to get into my program because you want my resources, correct? Okay, so you're trying to join my program. If I'm joining your program, you got to pay for me. You got to pay for me. And a lot of women don't want to pay nothing. They don't want to bring nothing to the table. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
You saying you get niggas is not a flex. Like, we all get niggas. Like, a nigga is the easiest thing to get. You saying you...
A nigga is the easiest thing to get. Says women who are struggling to get married at an alarming rate, right? Very few black women are married. Very few women are getting married as a whole. But now, oh man, a nigga's the easiest thing to get. Last time I checked, this is the first time I've ever seen in my entire life beautiful women struggling to get men. Yeah, and when I mean struggling to get the man they actually want, I see it now. A lot of women who are 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, even 40 years old, and they still haven't been married or with a man they actually desired, or they're unmarried now. And what good is that? What good is that if getting a man is so easy, getting a nigga is so easy? Prove it. It's easier said than done. I want to see you actually do it. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Even having a good man is going to cost you something, and that's going to be amplified if you live with him. Because what you have to realize is that men are raised in a world where they believe that women are to serve them, even if they are good. He can be kind, he can be helpful, he can be a provider, but he's still going to have the expectation that you manage that home and that you assist with managing and regulating his emotions. Because then you're not just his partner. You become his manager, you become the planner. That is that invisible labor. That is that emotional labor, that physical labor, that financial labor, that spiritual labor that oftentimes you don't even realize you're putting into living in this household with this man. This isn't about hating men. This is about how a woman's peace grows differently when her home answers only to her. A man-free home is not anti-love. It's choosing peace over performance.
Imagine that. And she just told herself completely that when she's in a relationship with a man, a good man, she got to regulate his emotions. How does that make sense? How does it make sense that a woman is regulating a man's emotions? Does that make sense to you? Usually a man got to help regulate a woman's emotions. So what she's saying is she's dealing with feminine men. Why is she dealing with feminine men? Because she's their polar opposite. She's the masculine woman. And the only person that could have an attraction to a masculine woman is a feminine man. And this is why she feels like she has to manage them, and she's the planner, and she has to regulate their emotions. And this is why she prefers to live in a house without a man with feminine energy, because feminine energy is not peace. And this is what we're trying to say to women. We want peace in our household. Feminine energy is peace for a man, right? but feminine energy is chaotic for a woman if she's living in a household with a woman. This is why it's funny when women are asked the question, if you could live on a planet with only women, would you want to live in it? And they'll say, yes, I would love to. Yes, I would love to. And it's all lies. Women are petty, they're catty, and they cry if they find out someone else is talking behind their back. So the fact that she got to regulate a man's emotions tells you and me everything we need to know about her. She is the one that wears the pants in the relationship. She is the breadwinner. Okay. And she's tired of taking care of men because she actually can't attract the man that will take care of her because she's masculine. I mean, tell me you're masculine without telling me you're masculine. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Any woman who is willing to be somebody's side chick on purpose, I'm talking on purpose, is the most dangerous, desperate women, okay? I'm talking she knows he's married, she knows he's in a relationship, and she's willing to help him sneak around. She's willing to let him put her name under a car wash so his wife or girl doesn't call her up tripping. This woman is the most dangerous, okay? A lot of women befriend these type of girls thinking, oh, as long as she's not doing it to me. Why do you think you're an exception? Any woman is collateral, okay? At some point, you are going to get in her way and she's going to cross you. She is, because all she thinks about is herself, her wants, and her needs. If she's willing to ruin another woman's life, if she's willing to ruin another family to get what she wants, why do you think she's not going to cross you? Why do you think a person like that can be a good friend to you? They clearly have zero moral compass, okay? I stay clear away from these type of women. All they care about is being picked.
So it's so funny to me. She's saying a couple things. I don't think they actually go together, but let's talk about it. First of all, she just went on talking about how side chicks are dangerous. Fine, fair enough. I understand it. But think about this. Why are women even signing up to be side chicks? It just shows you the current state of things with women. Women don't want to be with a man who is a quote unquote loser who doesn't earn less than 100K so much they're willing to share a man. That's how it is. Women are willing to share men who are high earners, who are successful, rather than get straddled or settled with a man who is average, which is crazy because that exact girl might be average herself. That's one thing. The second thing is she's talking about, oh, well, these are bad women and I'm trying to stay away from these type of women. Lady, a lot of women are like this. You're going to be exiling a lot of women. The majority of women, unfortunately, I don't want it to be this way, but they're like this, okay? They want a rich man so bad they're willing to share him. I met women like this. I met women who say, I would take a rich man. I don't care what he looks like, as long as he's rich, whatever he does on the side, just so she can live an easy and soft life, to go around shopping and buying stuff and living a life of consumption. Because in their mind, to be comfortable, you need to be a consumer. You need to be buying stuff. You have a bunch of stuff. Right now, the idea of romantic love is hoarding. How much stuff can I buy on his credit card and store it? For what? I don't know what. Maybe to show off to other women. That's one thing. The second thing about this is she's probably concerned about this because her man had a side chick. Her man had a side chick. So now since it's personally affected her, she's saying all women should just not F with side chicks. This is what happens with women. When women don't like something, they want everyone not to like something. This is the whole thing. You can't sit with us, right? Not you can't sit with me. You can't sit with us. Again, women have the same tactic no matter if they're the side chick, if they're the main chick, if they're the wife, if they're the jump off. It's the same type of strategy. Get rid of the competition. Stay away from women, and then you make everyone else stay away from them too. But she gotta ask the really important question is, why are women even doing this? And the reason why women are doing this is because they have this affinity for rich men and this load for average men. And the crazy thing about it is majority of the men are going to be average. And this is why nobody has anything, because everyone thinks they're entitled to a rich man. And if you understand math, you understand that most women can't have a rich man because most men are not rich. And so whoever convinced us that the rich man is the standard tells us that most men are not the standard. So how does that make sense? How does that make sense? Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look. Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Girls, don't ever marry your second choice. He is not the man you still think about at 2 a.m. Don't marry him. Every girl has that one guy, the one who ruined her for everybody else. You never get over him. You just learn to live without him. He set the standard. Every kiss after him feels weaker. Every I love you sounds quieter. You also compare silently every single day, even on your wedding day. You settle for safe because Dangerous broke you once again and you swore to yourself, never again. You'll say, I'm happy, while staring at the ceiling at night, wondering what he's doing right now. Your physical body will be in the bed next to your husband, but your soul will still be in that old car, that old motorcycle, the old apartment, the old version of you that felt alive. You'll teach your daughters to never settle while secretly knowing you did. One day you will see his name pop up or hear his favorite song and your heart will skip a beat like you're 19 again and you hate yourself for it. If he is not the man who still owns a piece of you, don't put his ring on your finger, because second choice love turns into first class regret. Marry the man that you cannot live without, not the one that you can live with. Girls, don't ever marry your second choice.
It's funny that she says this on so many levels. This is so layered. We're going to break this down. This is so layered. If you could only see my notes, I got a lot of notes just on her talking points. Now, she says, don't marry the second choice, right? Marry the guy that you keep thinking about at 2 a.m. If this is not a confirmation to men not to get married, because most of the women that you meet in their 30s or their late 20s have already had a male imprint on their lives and they're comparing everything to him. He is the standard. They want to make sure you can measure up to him. This is why promiscuity is so unattractive in a woman, because you know if a woman's been promiscuous, she already has a taste for something that a lot of men can't fulfill, right? Not every man is going to be able to come packing that wood, packing that heat, right? Be able, dick her down, long dick style. Not every man's going to be able to do that. It's just the law of averages, right? Not every man can be 6 feet tall. It'd be nice. But if every man was 6 feet tall, it would no longer be a flex. Women want things to separate the winners from the losers. And they got to understand this. Winners are the minority. Okay? They are the minority. That's the first thing. Second thing is, what makes women think that they're not the second choice? She's talking about don't settle for a man as if she knows for a fact she's not being settling for. She makes it seem as if she's the guy, she's the woman that the man thinks about at 2 a.m. in the morning. He could be thinking about somebody else. He could have settled for you. Most likely he did settle for you. What's the saying that men get married? You know what I'm saying? They married the woman who was there when they're ready to get married. They never say the man married the woman of their dreams. A lot of men tell me all the time, you're not going to marry the hottest girl you ever been with. And a lot of men, we made peace with it. We're not sitting around thinking, damn, man, I really wish I could have married a hotter wife. If you're like that, maybe you as a man need to mature. I'm going to be real with you. I want to marry an attractive woman. I want to marry a woman who I have a great chemistry relationship with, who knows how to fall in line. And I do want to be the alpha. I want to be the man that imprints on her. But she doesn't have to be the best sex I've ever had, the most attractive woman, the best this, the best that. All I really need for her to be is fit, feminine, friendly, and compliant. It's not that high. It's not that hard. Women have this tall order of all these things a man needs to be, and they don't understand. Ladies, as time goes on, you lose sexual market value. You have to understand this. Y'all walk around like you're always going to be this 19, 20, 21, 22 Tina Bopper that everybody desires. Look at this girl. She got her shirt, hanging off the sleeve, hanging off the shirt a little bit, her collar down. And clearly she got big yitties, Clearly she got big yitties and she's still acting like she's in her teens. You're not. You're probably in your 40s. You're not as desirable as you think you are. You don't have all the bargaining chips. You don't have all the leverage, but you talk like you do. Now, I want to also say this. Because a lot of these women who are older in age, because they've been alpha widowed, it makes them impractical for marriage. It literally disqualifies them from marriage because All they're going to do is be living out, trying to get you to be similar to him. They want that familiarity. They want you to be just identical to him. And as we know, nobody's identically the same, right? They're not the same. And so some women are smart enough to know that, you know what? You know, you're lucky to even be married. This idea that you need to get the best man that you could possibly get ignores the fact that you're not the best woman a man could possibly get. Because as time goes on, there's always going to be younger, more attractive women, more cooperative women than you. So then why should a man even marry you? They don't think about that. They never think about that. Anyway, I thought this video was interesting as well. Take a look.
Me and my friend's conversation, another conversation me and my friend talking about interracial couples, right? And what just came to mind is the fact that so many girls, I'm not saying a specific race, have gotten away with fetishizing black boys. And it's so common. Like, it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Some girls think they're so cool saying that they go for a black man because they're not black, which is not necessarily, doesn't make it any cooler, babe, but okay. Some just say it because they have a fetish that wants to be fulfilled, which has nothing to do with me. That's your own, as I said before. But I think it's just so overlooked. The amount of girls that I know or used to be friends with that just just have this urge to be with a black boy. It's not even like a normal, I like him. Just like a very inner and very inappropriate urge to be with a black boy. I've even heard a babe say that, she would, what's the word again? She would date a black boy, but she'll never marry one. I know that her parents have anything against it. It's something in it with her. But that's a whole different conversation for another day. But that just reminds me, some girls have a fetish or the idea of a black boy on their hip is what they like. The idea of walking with they eat good beats to get with a black boy because they're being different and interracial. Babe, get a grip. Black men you're not your trophies, they're not your toys. That's disgusting. And I'm not one of them girls where I'm against people dating other races. I don't care. Do your thing as long as you're happy in it. But it's not nice having to watch certain girls act the way they act. But yeah, it's kind of disgusting. But yeah, me and my friend.
It's so funny because no matter where you find women in the world, they're always trying to shame the competition. You would think that, she's so concerned about black people and what's going on in the diaspora. She's not concerned about that. She's concerned about women who are a threat to the men that she wants, right? And so now her idea is to shame, you got a fetish for black men. What's wrong with that? Right? When white men have a fetish for black women, we don't shame the white men. I'm not mad. If you want them, have them. I'm not going to shame you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to shame that. But women are going to shame other women for wanting black men. Why? Why? Because it takes away one more person that you could have possibly dated. That's exactly why. And so, I don't know. I'm not used to this whole black fetish thing. I'm from New Jersey. And there are certain towns that are like interracial relationships are popular, like Montclair. That's a popular town for interracial relationships. But for the most part, most parts in New Jersey are very segregated. They might not be racist in the sense where they hate each other, but the whites stick with the whites, the blacks sticks with the blacks. And I work in a lot of white communities, and they're not overtly racist to you, and they're not necessarily mean and nasty to you. But they don't necessarily, you won't see a lot of white women dating black men where I'm from. It'd be nice. I have no problem with white women. It'd be nice, but I know for the most part, if I'm in some of these towns, I'm not even going to name them, some of these suburbs, the likelihood of a white woman liking a black man is like 1%, right? But in the UK, this is like popular because I constantly see videos of people talking about this. So maybe I need to go to UK and see what they talking about, okay? They got a black fetish out there. And I got my passport, so I'm ready to travel. But I just think it's funny because, she thinks everybody, everywhere they go, again, here's another personality trait of women. They think that whatever they see in their little anecdotal experience is the macro experience. Whatever they see in their little micro experience is the macro experience. It's not like that. And this is why if a girl likes you, she's going to think everybody likes you. And that's a good thing because women only want what other women want anyway, right? But I think just to wrap this up as a whole, you know, this whole what do women bring to the table, and the fact that one of the videos said, oh, if you want a good man, it's going to come at a cost. Ladies, there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch. If you want a man that's the top of the top of the top of the top, you got to be the top of the top of the top of the top. And for the top for a woman is not the same for the top as men. Y'all always think that I need to date someone that makes as much money as me or more. Men, we don't think like that. We think that if we make a lot of money, we want a young, beautiful woman who hasn't been tainted, who hasn't been alpha widowed, who hasn't been imprinted by a man who she constantly compares everyone else to. That's the top girl for us. A girl with a very low body count, if not a virgin. That would be ideal, right? But instead of that, women are flexing, oh, I don't need a man, and I ain't gonna do this for a man, and oh yeah, I don't bring nothing to the table, and spoil me, and do everything for me. These one-sided relationships that they will never sign up to for themselves. They will never sign up to a relationship where a man says, give me pussy, I ain't never taking you on a date. No, take you on a date, hell no, bitch, give me pussy. They'll never sign up for that, but they want us to sign up for the reverse. And here's the funny part. Ladies, you're not interviewing us, we're interviewing you. You're not hiring us, we're hiring you. You know how I know? It's because you want our resources to go to you. So this idea that you can sit back and have a program where a man needs to fit into it, try that with a job. Next time you want to find a job, try to have the job bow down to you, interview when the time is convenient for you, and have them come into your office and pitch why they, you know what I'm saying, should allow you to work for them. That's the stupidity we have in the modern dating market. And one day when women wake up and see what it is, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel, channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.